Jeez. Move real slow. Look. Down in the center of the pool there. See him? See him? See those fish moving? What we're going to try and do this morning is we're going to catch them. We're going to try and catch them. You know, everything is just perfect. We've had a couple days of rain, and I've just allowed for about a day for this river to drop. And if you look over there, you'll see there's some fresh steelhead in the river. Where we're fishing today is Harris Creek. And you know something? It's just you and I. And we came through Port Renfrew. We left at 4 o'clock this morning. And it's just perfect. There's no one else fishing except us. So if with a little bit of luck, we can catch some fish. Boy, you have to be careful. You have to be careful on these rocks that you don't slip. What I have is I have some felt-soled boots. And they protect me a little bit. But make sure every single time you take a step here that you just take one step at a time. Don't rush it. The other thing too is with those fish down there, there's two things we want to do. First of all, we want to try and stay behind the fish so that they can't see that well behind. So we want to stay behind them, and we want to move slow. And that's sort of why I look a bit like a tree and a rock today, is because they can really see the movement. So let's just sneak down. Come on, Jess. Come on. I'd like you to meet Jess. Here, Jess. Come here. Come here. Oh, come on, stay here. Now, what you got to watch is I brought the dog along with me. You know, it's really nice to come fishing with the dog, but these dogs can scare the fish. There's not much I can do about it. It's what we call a handicap. But it's worth bringing the pup along just to get him out of the city. Isn't that right, Jess? If you come over here, what I'll do is I'm just going to show you quickly what I'm going to start fishing with. Now, I've got a real arsenal of tackle this morning, but what I'm just going to do is I've brought just a real light little spinning rod. This is actually like a noodle rod. It's a little Shimano CC 2951, and I've got a little quick fire reel with light line. This is only about 8-pound test line. And what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to see if these fish will take a lure. So what I've got is, I believe that this is a little tiger tail. Yeah, this is a little lure Jensen tiger tail. Okay? That's what we're using to begin with. And just make sure you clip off that barb, because any fish we catch today we're going to release. Okay, so that's what we've started with right there. And if we don't have any luck with that, then we'll start progressing to other tackle. But we're just keeping it nice and simple. I wish I'd have brought about a 8 or 10-year-old little guy or girl along with me today, because we had a lot of fun fishing this little creek. Let's just head down. See? Nice and low. Okay, come on, Jess. Atta boy. You know a good spot for us here? Huh? Atta boy. Okay. Here, Jess. Come here. Come on. For a dog that doesn't like water, you're being pretty brave there, old sport. Okay, you know what a lot of times happens? They say when you first hit a pool first thing in the morning, you're going to catch a fish. You're going to catch it the first cast. So let's see what we can do here. Whoa! Boy, those are nice fish. Come on, Jess, get down from there. Now, you know what's happened? Those fish are spooked. That's how easy these fish will spook. Oh, I got one! Got a fish on! Got a fish on! Oh! Whoa! Look at this! Look at this! What a fish! Whoa! Whoa! Look at this on this little fly rod! Did you come up and see him take that lure? He came right up. Look, you can see him right in the water here. Oh boy! Hey Jess, isn't this great? I can't believe it. What a beauty! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Stan! Hey, isn't this great? Good morning, good morning. Here we are, playing a beautiful wild Harris Creek steelhead. First thing in the morning. Look at that, eh? Look at that, my friends. Okay, yeah, oh, that is a beauty. What a beautiful fish that is. Here, Jess, come on. Jess, come. Come on. Okay, okay. Oh, I want to show you this fish here, my friend. What a beauty. What a beauty. Oh. Whoa! Ever seen a steelhead that shiny before? I'll tell you, that fish is so fresh in this river. He's just gotten in here. Now this is with a little lure Jensen, with a little lure Jensen bangtail. Now to get this fish in, what I want to do is I just want to get him into this pool back here. What's that there, Jess? Is that a little steelhead, huh? Oh, what a beautiful fish. Oh, look at this here. Okay, my friends. I just had to take this out of the water to show it to you. Look at that. Look at that for a beautiful fish. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's release him, shall we? This is the nice part about catching a fish like this, is releasing him. He's beautiful. Just get rid of that. Look, you can see how he was hooked there? He was hardly even hooked. Okay. Oh. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, look at that, right back into the water. Okay. Can you believe that? 3 casts is all we took. We came down this morning, took 3 casts and got a beautiful fish like that. There we are. I'm going to try something different this time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try a little crocodile spoon. That's what we'll just keep doing, is we'll just keep going from one lure to the other. See how I use my teeth there? Don't use your teeth. I'm terrible for doing that. So this time, we'll use a knife. There we go. Now this has got a little more weight. I did notice with that last lure that we caught that last fish on, that steelhead that steelhead that we got actually rose to the lure. Now this crocodile spoon is a little heavier, so the fish should, or they should be a little deeper, because those fish have gone fairly deep into this pool here. One of the reasons I like using spoons a lot of times in a pool like this is because it creates an action. You see the action? It creates that swimming action. A lot of times those fish like that action. See? Okay, let's just see what we can do with that. See if... Whoa. Yeah! Whoa, lost him! Did you see that? Did you see him rolling? I lost him. That was a nice fish too. That was a beauty. Oh, and he threw that hook. Sometimes, you know, that's what happens when you get a weighted lure like this here. And there's no barb, is that fish is rolling and this lure is slapping, and it'll actually pull the lure out of his mouth. But that was a nice fish. Did you see him flashing in the water? Isn't that nice? Okay, now I'm going to do something different here. There's something that I've always wanted to try. A lot of people don't realize it, but salmonoids and a steelhead trout, which is a rainbow trout, sea-run rainbow trout, are in the salmonoid family. But a lot of people don't realize that these fish have an extremely good sense of smell. So good that is how they find their home rivers. I mean, these steelhead here have been right out to the mid-Pacific, and yet they found their way back. So what I want to do is I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try something less spooky. First of all, I'm going to try this right here. It's like a little rooster tail, I believe they call. Or not a rooster tail, pardon me, a bang tail. See that there? You see it's like a fly. You see it's got the fly pattern here? Now this is another lure, Jensen lure. We'll tie that on. I have no other weight, by the way. This is all I'm using. But one thing I found, I was doing a lot of lectures and a lot of outdoor shows in these what they call trout ponds, you know, where you're talking and you catch fish. And I found that by using an artificial smell was actually catching fish. Is you know, our sense. Because if these fish can really smell, maybe we can use a fish attractant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this Berkeley Strike. This is a fish attractant formula, and they spent thousands of dollars or millions of dollars on perfecting this. I'm just going to put a drop of it on that fly. Right? So what we got is I've got something which isn't too scary for them. It's just the black with a little bit of silver and smell. And let's just see if that catches a fish. That's all we're doing today is testing, aren't we? Okay. See what that does. Cast up. Actually, that wasn't a very good cast. But there are trout down there, so we'll just see. if that produces any results. Oh, look, 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 watch, watch. Oh, one followed him right up. Oh, I had a fish come right up, right up. So that's good. We'll try that one more time. Okay. One thing about the west coast of Vancouver Island, though, on days like today, is 1 minute it's sunny out, the next minute it looks like it's going to rain. You know, it looks like it's going to rain. So maybe you better get your raincoat on, okay? I'm on! I'm on! I'm on! Yeah, fish on! Fish on! I am for sure! Whoa! Downstream! Whoa! He's right in the tail. Okay, he's moving back into the pool here now. This is a big fish. Oh, you gotta watch it. I've only got 8-pound test line here. I don't even think it's 8. I think it's only 6. Sometimes what you do when he headed for the tail of that pool is, if you notice, I just let him have the line. I backed her right off and gave him the line. Now what ended up happening is that line came around this way, and all of a sudden he felt that the pull was the opposite way, so he came swimming back into the pool. Okay? There he goes again. While we were gone, what I did is I just changed. I went to a little spin and glow. And the reason being is I noticed these fish were wanting to take the lure, but they were backing off, so I just went smaller. There he goes. Watch him jump. Watch him jump over here. Look at him go across the pool here. Yeah, wow. Oh. That was so fast. Did you catch that? That was, I doubt if you could have caught it. That was just too fast. What? Oh, is this ever fun, folks? Oh, look at this here. Is this ever, oh! Oh, is this ever fun? Oh, a 6-pound test line, a little spinning reel, a little spinning rod, and a beautiful West Coast steelhead. This is what it's all about, friends. Look at that for a lovely fish. Hey! Okay. Whoa, look at that beauty. Look at that beauty, eh? Whoa! Whoa! Down he goes. Okay, what a morning. What a morning. Okay, what a beautiful fish, eh, Jess? Look at that. Whoa! Isn't this great? Beautiful day. You know, what you want to do is, with these little creeks, is you wait for it to rain out. What's that? Oh. Whoa! There he goes! He's a real scrappy little fish, isn't he, Jess? What he's trying to do is hide underneath that rock there. We won't allow that to happen, will we? Yeah, all right, now. Get him over here. Here we go. There we go. There we go. You know, it doesn't look very deep here, but it is. Okay. Let's get this little Harris Creek steelhead in here, Jesse. Attaboy. Look at that there. Okay. What a beautiful, healthy fish that is. There he goes. Hey, way to go, buds. Okay. Okay, just to recap what we were doing, when I first started fishing this morning, what I did is the first fish we caught was on a bangtail. This is a Lure Jensen bangtail. Then after that, I rolled another fish on a crocodile spoon. Then what I thought would probably be best to do, because it was getting lighter and brighter out, is to even step down more. So I went to a number 14 pink and white spin and glow. And this is a mustad hook as well. And then I went to about 2.5 feet of 6-pound test leader. I've got about a 6 or 8-pound test main line and just a little bit of pencil lead. And that's what drew the third fish.